Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Titletown, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bulldogs offense will get the first swing of the game. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the stars. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock. He can catch the ball. He can block. We might even see him throw the ball in this game. This is a jack of all trades.
Georgia comes quickly to the line. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Now, if you're on defense in this one, you've had a good play, you swat that pass away, but you better turn the page and get ready for it because it's probably coming again. You're going up against one of the top 10 passing offenses in the country. You're going to have to be really good in the back end all game long.
And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football, early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man down the middle. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, they go with the bootleg, and it works that time. You saw the defensive end came crashing down the line of scrimmage. He was sold on the fact that the running back was going to have the ball. So nice job with the ball fake by the Q. And he's able to use that speed to get outside. Nice positive play.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. Trying to pound their way in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So the 16-play drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
Georgia 7, Alabama 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Alabama's offense will have its first possession of the game. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
He'll try it again. Sweet cut there. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Alabama pushing the tempo. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
They'll run it from the gun. Nice move to keep running. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. No huddle offense to the line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed.
He's got it down the right side. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
That's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. It's complete to the right. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing, and the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense. We saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to two guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Brings it down on the right side. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And going for it all. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. Alabama quickly back to the line. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Pass on the way. It's picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
That's an absolute strike right there, giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
If I'm the quarterback right here, I hope my play caller is going to let me take another shot. You just got a big gainer. Defense is on their heels. Let's go tempo, and let's see if we can catch them napping or misaligned and score a touchdown.
Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3. Ball's at the 14. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'll run it from the gun. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation,
he's going to throw deep right side. Makes the grab at the 30. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Coming after him. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Offense in a bunch formation. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
At the 15, he's loose.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
Got the back over the middle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop it.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
How many first downs is that alone just on this drive, the defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. You got to do something to change this.
He's going to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And this almost feels like a free play on 2nd and inches. 3 wide receivers to the right. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. He's got it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. Offense set on 1st down. He wants to throw. He'll take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
And I think again, if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Alabama pushing the tempo. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Got a lot of running room. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Defense was a little anxious there, got caught offside. The penalty will be declined and give him the touchdown. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ball State is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up by 21 over Eastern Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Might be looking to run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Just beautiful. And that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this. Way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get them a shot.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Running back searching for a hole. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to bully their way for the first. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Georgia! And once he got loose, it was all over. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. So an 82-yard drive there. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a...
Afterburners coming. The 30. The 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Alabama!
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David.
The expressway is wide open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
When the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And they get him down. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's York. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Alabama quickly back to the line. Now on the counter. Still running at the 40. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. What a performance this guy is turning in. You know, Derrick Henry had a great 2,000-yard season, and he intercepts it. Offense working from the pistol. He'll come out throwing on first down. Finds his back in the middle. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. The run from the shotgun. At the 40, there he goes. And there they go again, another huge gain on the ground.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. First down to start the drive after the break. Going to the running game. They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block, and the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They... Hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they want in the...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Georgia! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Trying play action. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Feeling some heat. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passes.
He lofts one down the sideline. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Made the play on the pick. But on the return, he'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Running through contact. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try.
Time to take a shot. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The inside handoff. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the 1st down.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the run. Got some room headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And the Bulldogs line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got...
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. A 1st down for the offense. Looking for room. It's Marshall. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. Right back to the well. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today.
And it's loose. Oh, it looks like the offense was able to recover it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
63, Alabama, 21.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at...
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Touchdown, Dogs! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to go up top on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Brings up second down.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. He's looking to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
10-yard loss on the play. Brings up third down.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one.